Ashkeepers Legacy is a real tabletop RPG show for adults who choose to never grow up. But that does mean our shenanigans may not be appropriate for younger viewers and listeners. From colorful words to emotional highs and lows to fart and phallic jokes, we will hit it all. So please enjoy responsibly, like coffee or beer or buying dice. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back, friends and fellow gamers. This is Detention Gaming! Episode 22 of Ashkeepers Legacy, our Dungeons and Dragons campaign. What? Yep. If you enjoy our content, please subscribe with notifications, like this video, share it with a fellow adventurer. We greatly appreciate your continued support. Our content broadcasts weekly on Saturday mornings on our YouTube channel. Same time, same place. VOD is available right after the broadcast for your viewing pleasure. That is all of our announcements. So I'm going to recap last session, and we're going to jump right back into the game. So last time on Ashkeepers Legacy, our heroes enjoyed what time they had left in the Feywild. You all discussed how best to support Aconitum and his new gift/curse, and why it's important not to keep secrets among each other. Armand, you had a very vulnerable moment with Hibiscus, Aconitum's sister. A very long... you grew up together.
Yes.
For lack of a better term. And emotions led to you taking your relationship to the next level. Mm-hmm. Adora, hearing that word was sent from Lilly to her parents, caused a bit of strife between you and your companions. You distanced yourself and had a later conversation with Vivian about how involving your parents in what happened with updates and news complicated things for you. You were upset and suggested that wasn't necessary. Assuming that these magical messages reach your parents, it brings you much concern. But for the rest of you, you are hopeful that the message is received and you can catch your parents up on everything that's going on, and at the very least, they know that you're okay. Escorted home to the prime material plane by Slyvanna and Eleandor, you returned to the grove and took some much-needed rest before resuming your training, as we have officially begun the training montage.
Training montage.
And that is where we resume our story. So, we are in a new day in the grove, the continuation of the training montage. You all have gathered in the archery range.
Oh, Vivian's gonna beat us.
And standing there, you see in the snow, pelts, everything at the ready, Slyvanna, your lady commander. She is currently slinging arrows at the target, but you notice she's only shooting 2 arrows from her quiver. She impacts one target, and you see Fletching, the owl, swoops down and grabs an arrow from the other target and brings it back to her. And she takes it from her beast companion and shoots it as it flies back to go fetch the other one. So she's just shooting these 2 arrows in succession as this owl swooping down the range and back as the arrow's passing it in this dope kind of sequenced shooting. And you see laying there in the tree up above near the range, you see Eleandor in his snow leopard form just kind of laying there, paws crossed, just looking over at everything. And there are other archers and marksmen and fellow warriors that are at the range just getting shots in with be it bows or crossbows or even handheld slings slinging rocks at the targets. There are large straw bales with painted targets on them. There are training dummies, some of them more armored up than others. There are crates with targets kind of painted on them. There's a kind of a menagerie of targets out in this field, and they're about some of them range as close as 30 feet and others go as far back as like 90 or 100 feet. And yeah, it's just kind of there, just you see the arrow shoot across the way, and everyone looks a little bit more hesitant to see that she's actually out shooting on the lines with everyone else who's training, and they're taking extra precautions to not hit fletching as the owl swoops down and is like dodging incoming bolts and other arrows, and you see it's kind of like getting its own training in as it's dodging through and using its wings silently flying through the air along the range. So one by one you approach.
Immediately I was like, I want a fetching owl.
What? Huh? What happened to my family?
That seems so cool.
Isn't your daughter attached to you?
But it's not an animal.
Want me to
I
find
have
a
a talking
snake?
sword.
True.
So for this portion of the exercise and the training, Slyvanna sees you all approach and quivers her arrows and holds her arm out as her owl rests upon her shoulder and looks to you all expectingly and just goes, "Today's exercise is quite simple. It's just ranged target practice. Use whatever you have at your disposal. We will start at the nearest target and then move progressively further and further away. More of a low-key exercise, less competitive. Just do your best. Any volunteers to start us off?"
Vivian
Everyone,
will look
all
at
eyes
Vivian.
went to Vivian.
Why are you looking at me?
She smiles and just kind of steps away from the firing line and lets you approach and do your thing.
I was like, let's go!
I pull my bow, string it, and ready, aim, fire.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a ranged attack for me.
19.
19. Yeah, you knock your arrow and arrow flies through the air, impacts the closest target, no issue. Next target. This one's a little further out, a little bit more difficult to hit.
I look around and wait for some sort of catch to see if
Catch?
there's some sort of like trick that Grandma's set up, because I know that she wouldn't be also probably practicing out here with everyone else. So
Go ahead and make you can make a perception check, you can make an insight check, you can make... You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
okay. Oh, both are 0, so 14.
14. Rather cold, you know, your cheeks are a bit flush, it's snowing, like you're out in the elements, the wind's blowing by, the air, you kind of smell that like pine tree and that like fresh snow powder smell, and yeah, everyone else, you can tell that there's tension, but it's just with the presence of, be it maybe you all, but also especially her and him being there.
Okay.
It's kind of like, you know, you're in study hall and your teacher's there kind of watching you do your homework kind of thing, so.
Fair.
Yeah.
Alright. She just strikes again.
Okay.
Ooh, 7 plus 8.
15.
15.
15. Your arrow gets caught by the wind a little bit, but manages to hit its mark a little off-center.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's one final target across the way. This is a long-range target, so you'll be rolling at disadvantage.
Feeling a little discouraged with that last one. She like tries to brush it off as best as she can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 3 plus 8.
You go and you fire at the long range. As it gets kind of caught in the wind, you miss your mark and it impacts the ground kind of near the target at the long range. And so she just kind of like acknowledges the shots, looks and is like, "Well done. Who's next?"
I'll go. I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So if the range says like 30 feet / 120 feet, what's the difference?
So the 30 feet is your normal range, and then beyond the 30 feet is considered long range, so you have disadvantage if you're going to attack anything beyond your range. That
And then
normal
it
range.
leads you up to 120.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm...
So you have a normal roll on the first initial target, and then the middle target you will have disadvantage, and then the long range target, because it's even further away, it's still within your range, but it's still a disadvantage.
Lovely.
Unless you'd like to use something.
Well, also, because the silver hand axes are Crossfading goblins, but they can be thrown. Like, they have like a little rope thing, right? Right?
Yes. Oh, I see. You're going to use the Kasurigamas for this?
Not at first. I'm gonna switch.
Oh, okay. So the Kasurigamas have a limited range because they're chained of 30 feet. Unless you unattach the chain and you throw them beyond that 30 feet, then they're like a hand axe and you could throw them. But due to the nature of these more exotic weapons, because they're chained, the chain only extends out to 30 feet.
Okay.
So you could hit the initial target with them, but then you'd have to switch to something else for the further targets. Unless you just let them fly.
I'm gonna use my rope dart first.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, 16.
16. Yeah, you just get the rope going and the rope lashes out, and as it rises up from the ground with this kind of low twisting strike, the head of the rope dart sticks into the target, and you kind of have to give it a good yank, but then eventually it comes free and you kind of roll it back up and get it back in your grasp. And so that is the first target.
Okay, and now it's disadvantage for me for the rest of them, right? Since they're all out of my range.
Yes.
Yes.
And what are you using now?
I'm still gonna use the rope dart for this one.
Okay.
What does the rope dart look like? Oh, I'll show you. Fuck.
Oh no!
7.
7. So unfortunately the target's a good distance further out, and for a rope dart, imagine like a kind of like a kunai, like a small bladed knife that's like kind of edged with a piercing point that has a handle on it, and then there's a ring at the base of the hilt or the handle that the rope is tied to, like a smaller rope or string, and it kind of has a good hefty weight to the blade to allow it to propel through the air. And sometimes they have a more flamboyant kind of like flashy feathers or fur around the actual blade tip.
It's a good monk weapon.
Yeah, it's really cool. But as you're swinging it with the air and the trajectory, you like sling the rope dart up into the air, and you have to kind of let it fall, and you're trying to like precision strike it, and the rope kind of goes almost past to where you can grab it. And because this target is roughly, I'd say, about 60 to maybe 75 feet away, so it's pretty far from you. So you kind of get this arcing kind of strike going. And the rope, you just kind of see it twirling through the air, and it impacts the ground like a few feet in front of the target, and you have to like go and pull it back to you. And yeah, so you have that last target that is the furthest away. That's probably at the 100 to 120 feet range.
Okay, it's still gonna be the rope dart because the hand axes only go to 60 at the furthest one.
Yeah.
So, and that's gonna be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay.
11. It was math.
So I will say, because the target is so far away, and this is the long range on the rope dart.
It's 120.
So like this is literally at the end of its rope. Like as you throw it, you're watching this rope twirl through the air as the rope dart is like arcing like a rainbow through the sky. Almost hits a tree and comes down a good distance in front of that target into the ground. And you have to like reel it all the way back in with all of the rope being used, and it like snakes its way through like the grass and the snow, and you pick it back up and kind of wipe off the snow from it. And you see Sylvana just kind of raises an eyebrow and doesn't really say much and looks at you.
Just like, I'm better with not that.
She just looks with a smile. She's like, this is something that is good to admit, especially before you're in battle. This exercise isn't so much about hitting the target, but also understanding your target. And she just nods, and you realize that she's not mad that you missed your targets. So,
That's
yeah.
suspect. Okay, who's up?
Yeah.
Actually, go grab yourself.
Okay. Pick up a bow.
Do you know how to actually use one of those?
We've been hiking together.
Was it successful?
15.
15. First target, knock your arrow into the target. Successful. Next target, mid-range.
14.
14. You do impact the stand, but not the target itself. It technically barely misses as the arrow into like the side of the frame of the wood.
You got this. Come on.
And then the long range target, so this will be a disadvantage.
Choke.
What do you say?
Oh, fuck.
10.
10.
Oh,
You look back and your arrow just goes weirds way the fuck off course. And you see like someone who's walking along the road, like down range, like outside of the fenced area of the range. The arrow impacts the fence. And like had it been like a few feet to the left, it probably might have nearly nicked or impacted that person.
Oh.
See what you did?
We are a team.
What I do? I didn't do
I
it.
could have distracted you. Shut up.
You see Sylvana just looks with a bit of concern, but still smiles. Like,
I'm rusty.
there are going to be distractions in the field, so it's important to simulate those things here and now in a controlled environment.
Yeah. Like
Grab your.
Oh, okay.
Sure can.
You go and you fire. This time you're far more lined up with your target on mark. It's just a few feet short because you really have to arc the arrow to even get close enough, especially with the bow that you're using. So,
Mine
Yeah.
aborted.
Where's me, son?
This is all pure gold.
Oh. We didn't even give him pizza this time.
Oh, this
Buckler's rolling around in the snow. You're finding it hard to concentrate. You see some of the other archers at their marchers kind of like, is that? As they're shooting. But last but certainly not least, Adora.
I'm like looking at my hands and my lack of weapons, and I look at the bows.
Perfect. You want to use me?
Not yet. So I like take my shield off my back, and I like walk up to the first target, and I go to throw it like a frisbee.
Okay.
At the
cool.
first target.
Okay.
Captain America.
Your shield has your forgive me, it's been some time.
Mhm.
But does your shield have the thrown property, or your fighting style give the shield the thrown property?
There is a
I've never
shield.
actually tried it.
Oh, okay. So this would be an improvised throw.
Yeah, with
Okay.
thrown weapon.
There is actually a magical item that is a shield that you can throw.
Really?
Yep, it's in.
Yeah.
Is it a buckler?
Book of Many.
I'm not sure. I do know that the shield master feat.
That gives you a shove.
It's the shove.
Shove,
I could have sworn it was a throw.
But yeah, I was just gonna do like an athletic throw.
Yeah. So this would be a improvised thrown weapon. So it would just be your D20 plus your strength mod. No proficiency. Oh, I'm thinking tavern brawler. That gives you proficiency
Yeah,
with thrown weapons
improvised
or
weapons.
improvised
I
weapons.
have tavern brawl.
Hey!
There we go.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
See,
pretty sure I have
there's
tavern.
something there.
Wait.
No,
We're
I
level
don't.
3. Wait.
I
Okay.
don't have tavern brawler. I have rune shaper. I was gonna take tavern brawler, but I took rune shaper. So. Never mind. No proficiency.
Could
Here we
take
go.
tavern brawler at level 4, right?
I'm coming.
Oh, okay. Boomerang shield.
Ooh, this one is bad.
Oh.
8. It just goes.
You go and you fling it, and you haven't thrown the shield.
Yeah, no,
much.
this is the first
It
time
just
that I'm
kind of
trying
like
to do this.
warbles through the air, and it kind of like skids into the snow and starts rolling, and then just kind of flops into the snow. It hits the base of the target. It just doesn't. It falls onto the ground and then rolls there the rest of the way.
I'm like, okay. So then I go run. Let's go get it. So like,
As you go run out onto the field, Solana's like, "Oh!" So you see the other archers like, "Ah!" And you go running out and you look and see all the other archers. Some of them like drawn
Yeah.
and are waiting.
Adora!
I'm just running.
You just run out. And you grab the shield and come running back.
Whoosh!
Yeah, and then you see them all kind of stop. Some of them completely take the arrow off and just wait, and then others are like, they're just like shaking and it's cold, and then you finally cross the line, and it's like, fire at will! And then as she gives the command, you see the arrows just go way
I
off.
taught you better than that.
I'm embarrassed.
Maybe you should get a bow.
I want to try one more thing.
Okay.
So I come back and I take my shield and I look down and I close my eyes and I get big.
Okay. Is your form kind of swells face? You see some of the other people are like, whoa, and they like stop and just look. Now they're completely distracted.
Oh,
I'm gonna try.
what are you imagining?
I'm gonna try to skip the middle target and just throw it all the way to the far one
Oh, okay.
because I don't want to have to run back on the field to it.
You are a bigger target.
Okay, so this will be, even though you are now enlarged,
Yep.
it will still be disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
But I would like to still try.
Yeah.
I'm impressively big right now.
Mm-hmm. How tall is Adora in a large form right now? If your size doubles.
If I'm 6'7".
You're 6'6".
6'6".
1 inch taller than me.
I'm 6'6". So if I'm 6'6",
For the record, I'm
12
still
feet.
growing.
You're 13.
Yeah, but
13 feet.
Adora.
Yeah, okay.
I'm 13 feet.
Mm-hmm.
30, 20.
Wow!
You want to know what the other dice is?
What?
A natural 20.
Oh shit!
You kind of take your shield in your large form, you hold it out, and you kind of feel that your enlarged state. And you realize now the target's being so much smaller, your perspective being so much higher, that you have a much better vantage point up here than compared to where you were. And you take your shield and, like you said, like a discus, right?
Yeah.
You kind of like palm the shield and begin kind of swirl and spin. Everyone else kind of stands back. You and the shield goes careening through the air like a discus, like a frisbee, cutting through the wind and skips straight over the target, coming kind of down in a very direct precision strike. And you see the large hay bale just scatters with the impact as your shield embeds through it into the dirt behind it.
Holy shit.
And all of it just kind of like falls down. Turtle, you see everyone else is just kind of like looking at this happen, and it's kind of taking in awe at the moment. And you see Sylvana is just looking out in the distance, just expressionless, just watching the debris kind of fall from the bell, just kind of taking it all in.
Way to go, champ! I can't reach the bag, too damn tall.
I get back small.
The calf! Aim for the calf!
As you
And I just kind of like,
take a deep exhale, and
I can
revert.
wait to get that later.
You see Sylvana's like, no, by all means. Clear! And you see all the other archers just kind of wait.
So I like jog over all the way as fast as I can.
When you get beyond the haystack, you see the shield is embedded in the ground. Like, you see the brim of it shining through the snow and dirt. And there's just this heavy impact crater beyond the target.
I
Shield
gotta
in the
try and
stone.
like wedge it out of
Yeah, you just kind of really give it hell, and then it finally comes out, and it's kind of dirty, but the
It's kinda
snow kind of gets brushed it off. And
And then, like,
Appreciate
I
that.
walk back to where it is.
yeah, you walk back, you see Sylvana standing there and looks at you all and goes, well done. Give it let's get a few more reps in for each of you to end off the day, and then we'll resume our training tomorrow. And you see she just kind of like goes back, you see Eleandor kind of hops down out of the tree, maybe talking to each other. And we're not going to roll for these, but you continue target practice for the rest of this day as you're just all on the line together, using your various weapons at different targets, just kind of getting warmed up, and you're fighting through the cold. And after you kind of hit that time of near fatigue, near exhaustion, you call it a day. And we move on to the next training exercise. Training montage. The next day, you are taken out into the wilderness in the surrounding area in the grove, or beyond the grove, and you are out in the fields, and you just go through. This is far less in depth, but this is just general survival skills. So both Eleandor and Slyvanna are going through tracking animals, how to create a fire in cold conditions, how to dig out warm yeagresses in the ground that you can sleep in, that where you will avoid the like cold front winds in colder temperature. Fishing, how to create, fishing rods with string and a hook, or like a sharp stick and bait on a longer kind of broken branch. Just simple survival stuff. So I would like everyone to make first, so I will say first a survival check, and then we'll do nature checks.
21.
Nice.
16. It kind of
Okay.
fits. I grew up camping.
17.
Nice.
10.
Nice. Okay. No, you all did phenomenal on the survival aspect of being out in nature, making a camp, being able to find fresh water, hunt for food or forage for food, what is good to eat, what's not good to eat. And then as you kind of go through that portion with Slyvanna, Eleandor takes over and goes over the more important knowledge to have when out in nature. So like for example, how to identify things like poison ivy, or like when you can see a fresh body of water isn't clean and you would need to boil said water, things like that. So I would need nature checks for this next portion of the training.
Oh my god, that's 20.
Hey.
23. 18.
Nice.
18.
Nice.
11.
You all do.
He can do
Very
survival
well.
things. He's just like, huh.
And I would say,
looking
Tom, with your 11, you technically don't fail this, but I'd say that you kind of are overcoming the struggle being a Fey and being from the Feywild, kind of dealing with the difference of the prime material plane. Even though you are primarily raised here
Normally
in
we
the
can eat
Grove.
those.
Right, it's a lot of that. It's like, oh, we can eat these, or these are different in the Feywild, and they're very similar, and it's a sub-variant of plant or even animal. And Eleandor just kind of takes you all in the surrounding wilderness and gets you adept to the different species of animals that live in the nearby wilderness, the different kind of plants that you can eat, the different kind of trees, the natural healing ointments that can be taken from certain plants to be used like in place of like a medicine kit or something, like a spur of the moment if someone gets injured, or just to kind of help with any infected wound. But yeah, so that it's actually, this part of the training I think you all find more fun, even though it's very tedious. It's less combat. It's more, you're kind of going out exploring, seeing the landscape, the different biomes and such. And as you reconvene for the final day of the training montage, Slyvanna greets you all in the tavern. You are inside of the tavern, Fate's End, and she looks at you all and goes, I must admit, you all are doing very well. I do not think I've been voicing my, what's the term?
Approval.
She just kind of looks back at you. She goes, my admiration
Come
for
snaps his fingers and R.I.P.
my admiration for the amount of effort that you have all put in. You seem extremely dedicated and focused. And it has made training with you all much easier. I must admit, when things changed and I took up this role, you all seemed very preoccupied with other things. So, my husband is going to be taking you all on a bit of a trip for your final day of training.
Vacation?
I told you there was a catch. Camping?
You're going to be spending some time outside of the grove together,
Camping?
camping in the wilderness. It's going to be cold, so pack warm. Bring any supplies you think you will need, and he's going to take you through one last exercise and work with each of you individually on needs that we suspect you may need help with. But I'm going to remain here in the grove. I have other duties that I need to attend to, so I hope you all can at the very least enjoy yourselves while you are away.
Hell yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I'm not sharing a tent with him.
Oh no, I sleep in a tree. I'm so excited.
Just kind of looks at you and is like, well, unfortunately you must, Aconitum, because it's an order. And just kind of looks at you with a smile and a wink and then turns and walks away.
Oh, you bugger.
But yeah, you all are inside of the Fate's End Tavern, so y'all can RP amongst yourselves, and then when you're ready to go, we can kick this thing off. So y'all are enjoying one last warm meal before you depart.
I think I'm gonna like get up really quick and like I'll be right back. And like I go off and where can I find like someone who makes clothes?
Great question.
Oh, where's the maps?
Where's the map?
The
There's
maps.
the map. There's the map. Where's the map?
Copyright. No copyright.
Well, so Mace will probably have some clothes at the general goods store. There is the Bountiful Boutique, which is a salon. They have some clothes there as well.
What number is that?
Number 12. Number 12. They're all in the trades ward, pretty much.
This is the trades war.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go to like Mace and like just like the general.
But the Extravagant Emporium. Oh my gosh, all the names, all the NPCs.
Shay?
Thank you. Shay has the more plethora selection of clothing as far as like, depending on what occasion you need, there's formal wear, informal wear. If you're looking for shoes, you can go to the cobbler, like footwear, but if you're looking for more like outfits, you can be like outfitted for colder weather, Mace at the general goods store or Shay at the Extravagant Emporium.
I'm gonna try Mace first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk off from the rest of your group, just kind of saying you'll be back, and walking out from the inner ward into the outer ward into the trades district. You approach the general goods store, and you see the candles lit within, you see people kind of coming and going, and it seems a rather busy day for Mace, and you see him inside tending to patrons, and Mace was, I'm gonna check my notes, because he was in the tavern, he served y'all drinks. I just gotta remember what he looks like, because it's been a minute. Mace, my guy, where are you? All of the NPCs. Yeah, so he's a male half-elven individual. He's got a few scars. He looks like a retired veteran adventurer. And he's working at the front, kind of has some leather bands around the wrist, and kind of short sleeve shirt, and just simple kind of tunic. And he's just kind of working, and you see people are coming in, like buying candles and some parchment and ink and just like random everyday items. And finally, you kind of wait through the line and kind of approach the front. It's like, oh, Armand, hello, welcome. What can I help you with?
Hi. This is kind of embarrassing, but well, not embarrassing, but would you happen to have like eye patches around?
Oh, well, let me check and see if I have anything in shop. And he goes, kind of walks out into the back, and you hear him kind of in the back fidgeting through boxes and like really looking for things. And you see some other patrons are kind of waiting impatiently in line behind you, either holding items they're about to purchase, or you see like someone maybe bringing something to return.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You see he walks back out to the front, and he's like, so sorry to tell you, kid, but the best thing I've got is like a leather patch or a leather strap that you can strap around, and it's large enough that I think it could cover your eye, just kind of looking at it. But if you're looking for something more custom fit, you could probably head over and see the leather worker, and he'll probably get you set with whatever was more comfortable to put on your face. I mean, this is just extra leather that I had lying around.
No, I'll head there. They look angry. Thanks. Just take
Like, oh, they're fine. Y'all can wait. You see the rest of everyone.
I'm already out the door. I'm like, bye.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you're running back out the door, and then heading to see the cobbler and or the leather worker, being at hide and seek leather craft. So let's see. And that was Lee, who was helping Lee before. Aconitum. So you enter the leather workshop and you see Lee, who's this much older human man, who's just kind of sitting there with the Magoo goggle glasses that magnify the eyes. And he's currently working on what look like some winter boots that he's currently working on the soles of. And he just is like, I'll be with you in a minute, just grab a seat. I'm just about done with these. And he's kind of finicking with them, and you wait a moment. And he kind of stands up and he arches his back, and you hear like the popping, and he goes over and kind of like, oh, it's been a long day. Hello there, what can I help you with?
Hi, I was told that you might have more options for an eye patch for my eye. 'Cause right
Oh,
now-
an eye patch.
Yeah.
Well, let me look and see what I have in my stores. And he goes over and opens up a drawer, starts pulling out things. And he kind of like goes and squints back at you and like kind of pulls down lenses over the glasses that magnify his eyes even more as he looks towards you. He's like, which eye is it that Armand has cut? It's the left eye?
Yeah.
It's like, left eye. You see he like goes over and he's like, may I?
Sure.
He pulls out like this measuring instrument, starts measuring your eye and like where your eyebrow is and like how large the socket is. And he's like, do you mind me asking how this happened to you? And he goes back and as he's talking to you, like he's making one for you.
We were helping to rescue Kalak and I got attacked by a lizard dog.
Oh, what?
I don't remember what it's actually called, but it was a lizard dog.
Was it like an iguana?
Bigger.
Oh.
A lot bigger. Sharper teeth, obviously.
I'll leave the adventuring to you folk. Lizard dog, you know.
Why am I picturing
I don't have
Grandpa
anything
Toy Story
against lizards or dogs, but a lizard dog sounds like a lot to deal with, and it's taking eyes, so. And he's kind of like working on. He's actually doing a bit of stitching and embroidery.
Yeah,
And that's right, you did do that. Yeah, but I don't think you told him what it was. I think you told him it was from like a draconic.
Are you just
monster,
drinking
right?
straight beer from the thing?
No.
What is that?
Hydration stuff
Okay.
and like
Hydration stuff. But yeah.
No, they were pretty. There were two of them. In the, yeah.
Yeah, he failed his history check to remember. And he's like, oh, wow. Well, this should help, I think. And do you have a color that you like?
As close to like the color of a hibiscus flower that you can get.
Can you remind me what color that is?
It's like a really deep red, but not like a blood red. It's like more magenta but warmer. Like it's.
You really like this color, don't you?
I really like the girl that the color reminds me of.
Ah, young love. Well, I got some of this red kind of dyed leather that I think will fit pretty well. Now, do you want the whole thing to be that, or do you want just the eye patch piece to be that, and then like normal leather stripping around?
The whole thing can be that. I think that would look pretty cool.
All right, makes my job a little bit easier. And he looks over and starts kind of stitching it, hand stitching it. He's actually pretty dexterous with the hands, the kind of like threading the needle
I'm just
through.
picturing
And...
like the old man in Toy Story 2 that fixes Woody.
Yes! Oh my gosh! What? That is yes.
No copyright.
Not copyright, but that is like yes. Good job.
Just like bulky.
I'm impressed because I didn't even think of that until you said it. So awesome. Yeah, very much so. A little more talkative than that guy, I imagine. But eventually presents you with this nice. Just kind of sets it down on the counter, all kind of rolled out, and it's a very comfortable strap that wraps around the head, and you can adjust to fit to your liking.
It only covers like the socket, right? Like, so it doesn't cover like the scars. Or
No,
anything.
yeah, it covers the thing, and then however you want the straps to wrap around the head, it's totally up to you. Custom
I think
fit
it's
for you.
just like the eye patch strap here, and then like kind of like two straps that go like over the ear, and then kind of like connect to like the last one, so like 3.
Sure,
So
yeah,
it's like
cool.
Secure.
Yeah,
Very secure, especially when you're in like combat situations and stuff.
It's like that feels amazing. That fits perfect. How do you do this?
Oh, just years of practice. I haven't done many eye patches, but I know how to work leather, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't worry about payment. Just bring in some of that firewood for me.
Oh, of course. And like I go out and where's the firewood?
As you see, there's a large stack outside. There's
I just immediately
there's a copious amount of stacked firewood
How many
outside.
how many pieces of wood can I carry
At one?
at once?
Roll a d12. We'll see how many you manage to get.
Like, I'm gonna laugh. It's a 1.
9.
Decent.
I mean, you can stack them. and you're holding them, and you kind of like kick the door open and walk in and sit him down. He's like, "Oh, just over there in the corner."
Got it, yeah.
Well, thank you for your service,
Thank you.
especially for fighting those lizard dogs for the guild. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it was.
For the guild.
Yeah, sure. Any time though.
If you need adjustments or anything, just let me know. Or if you want another color.
Never.
That's what I suspected.
Thank you. And I think I still like go and like take like 10 gold pieces and put it on the counter.
He hears the coins clink. He's just like, I don't accept tips.
Consider it a down payment if I lose the other eye.
Make a persuasion? Or intimidation? I don't.
You will take this money.
It was just 8 either way. Well, no, 8 if it's intimidation. I'm gonna do persuasion because I'm not trying to like intimidate him, so then it's going to be a 6.
Okay. Just kind of looks and is like, all right. I accept your gold, but no losing another eye.
Thank you. That's all I ask. Okay.
I don't need any flower girls coming in here screaming at me because you lost an eye.
Oh, she would do more than scream at you, sir.
In that case, he slides the 10 gold over across the table and kind of like counts it all. He's like, well, that's enough work for today. And you see he goes over, turns the open sign closed.
You just paid about 10 weeks worth of
I mean, yeah.
Sorry. Thank you again so much. Bye. And I like
Farewell. He
Leaves
just
the-
waves.
go back to the tavern.
Okay. You head back to the tavern. Meanwhile, back at the tavern, what are the 3 of y'all doing?
Are you okay?
Me? Yeah, I'm fine.
Inside check. He totally believes you.
He believes me?
Yeah, why?
Wait. Oh shit. Yeah. Should I roll deception?
I mean,
If
that
you
one,
want.
no.
I mean, what are we doing?
You're rolling too.
Insight.
What?
Oh, these are insight checks on you
Yeah.
saying
Do
that
it.
everything's cool?
Everything's
Yeah.
copacetic.
Okay, so yeah, deception or persuasion, don't say which.
Oh. 21.
21,
Actually, no. Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
dirty 20.
That can't be the. Oh no! I get advantage. It's the same die. It's the same number. I rolled the same number twice.
What did you
I
get?
can't beat it. It's a 14.
14, what'd you get?
That one. Totally believes her.
Okay,
This die is my best one.
nice, okay. Yeah, Vivian seems to be genuine in her response.
Okay. Okay.
Just I get advantage on wisdom and insight checks. Allows you to discern a person's mood and intentions.
Oh, really?
It came with level 3. Rune
Nice.
carver.
Ah, cool.
Hell yeah.
How are you?
Been better. I like glance at Tom and I glance back at Vivian. You know, ready to go camping.
Tom's trying to sneak away.
Why?
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Perception check because you're sitting with us. God damn it.
I rolled a third 11, so
No.
Oh my god.
another 14.
Oh, another dirty 20. Wait. Yeah, no, 19. 19.
Okay.
I only have 11, so like, so just get it, right? Just get it.
I mean,
right?
like, yeah.
Where-
Y'all are sitting at the same table.
where
You
you,
kind of like
where you
scoot
going?
away.
Bro.
Where are you going, Tom?
Out.
Why?
Why?
Wanna go check the magic shop if they have anything cool?
Oh, okay. That's fine.
But
Inside check! Inside check!
go ahead.
On Tom!
Oh, okay.
I can't think.
Another 19! What the fuck?
I can't think of a reason to like. Don't do that. So I'm just like.
Don't leave us
20.
alone.
You got a 20?
Yeah,
damn it.
320.
Okay, you beat me.
Being honest.
Yeah.
You know, Trump can't say anything that's not untrue.
Okay.
He that's kind of face. Unfortunately.
Alright, yeah.
So it's
Let me know
just
if,
me and Vivian sitting in the.
Let me know if they have anything interesting too.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Okay. So you scamper off out into the elements to head towards the extravagant emporium, see what magic items are on sale, and leaves the two of you inside of the tavern sitting with each other.
I like that you're both like that and you're both not here.
Just imagine our spirits floating in the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm just like sitting by the fire.
This is.
Yeah, you hear the wood kind of crackling in the hearth, and you hear distant conversation of other fellow warriors and guild members and just merchants and other people who are just traveling through, enjoying some warmth and food and drink and conversation.
So
So this is awkward. Should I go or?
no, I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who's sorry. So.
I was kind of an ass in the Feywild and threw a bit of a tantrum. And that's not me. And I'm sorry.
You have every right, though.
I know, but maybe it's time I stop running from the thing I'm most afraid of.
I don't think that they're upset for the record. I mean, upset about maybe what happened, but I don't think they could ever hate you. I know your moms. They're better than mine. Well, you know.
It's not the only thing I'm afraid of.
What are you afraid of?
We never talked about it after my brother and me going unconscious. But I remember what we talked about in the Stormborn cave.
Oh.
You said something and I haven't been able to not think about it. So before we go out to do whatever this is, I think maybe we should talk about it.
I mean, if we have to.
Do you not want to?
No, I mean, I don't want things to be awkward. We were starting to become okay, and now I feel like we're back at square one a little bit. I mean, at least you're talking to me and looking at me right now, but I also wouldn't blame you, so.
You said you didn't mean it. Were you just saying that to get me out of whatever stupor I was in that night? Or was it true?
I don't want to keep lying. I was being honest that night.
Then why did you say it in the first place?
I don't want to lie. But I don't know if I can say that yet.
Just kind of sit back in my chair a little bit. I've told you everything. Everything. You know about Sandra. You know about what I did. But what I heard. You saw me give away my sending stone, knowing what it meant. And you won't tell me what's going on?
I'm trying to protect you. I'm trying to protect a lot of people.
Okay, well, how am I supposed to protect you if you don't tell me what's going on?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine. And things are different. The others may not notice, but I do. And I said I wouldn't say anything, and I haven't. But things are different.
I had to do something to keep my brother safe, to keep you safe. And I can't really talk about it.
I can take care of myself.
I know, but I was trying to keep my distance.
so you wouldn't get hurt. And I knew me saying that I wasn't gay was the only way that you'd let me go.
Maybe I'd rather get hurt. I think anything physical that could happen to me would hurt less than you walking away that day. And I don't know if we can go back.
I wouldn't be able to live with it, knowing I could have done something.
I don't know if I can forgive you for hurting me the way that you did, and for the damage that's been caused.
I don't blame you.
But I don't want to lose you again.
I think we take it one day at a time.
Will you let me in? Eventually?
Yeah, I may have found someone who might be able to help.
I'll have your back. I always do.
I'm just asking for a little trust right now.
Okay.
Not that I've earned that,
You know
but
I'm always going to give you trust, even when I shouldn't. It's my Achilles heel.
yeah.
Okay.
Do you have warm clothes?
I'm pretty sure I'm still wearing your dad's warm clothes. Should I get some more?
Well,
Or I can just keep wearing his clothes. That's fine too.
yeah. Just don't rip them.
I
You know,
won't.
when you go
Mm.
hulky.
I'll make sure to take off your father's jackets when I go hulky.
Thanks.
Thank you.
For what?
Your father's jackets.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Then I go back to sipping my probably alcoholic beverage.
Cool.
Is my grandma around? No.
She left.
She's not in the tavern, but she's in the grove doing things.
Okay.
We're not having this conversation, and she's just like,
I'm gonna go and find her, but
Okay.
really go.
Yeah. We'll bounce back. Yeah, okay. Aconitum.
Mm-hmm.
You head into the extravagant emporium.
Real quick,
Yeah.
drop by a bakery, grab a pastry.
Okay. So you enter into the bakery. You see the runekeeper dwarf family working it, and you actually see Hugo there, who actually seems to be doing some of his chores and things.
Good.
Very hungover, it looks, but he's coping as best as he can.
Hey, Hugo, how you doing?
He's like, oh, Aconitum.
You got caught, didn't you?
Go, keep your voice down. My parents are right there. And you see his mom at the front. It's like, hello, sweetie. Welcome in. What can I get you?
Pastry. Something that's extremely sweet, really colorful, lots of sugar.
Done. And she goes over and gives you an assortment of things to choose from. Anything from a donut to a cinnamon roll to, sweet bread, whatever your heart's content. Cupcake.
Grab your cupcake.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Wait, or whatever you pay for it.
Yeah. I'd say this is minimal. This isn't going to extract from your adventuring gold and whatnot.
And then goes to the emporium.
Okay, cool. And then you
I'm
go to the emporium.
scared. What are you doing? Watch, he's just gonna eat it. And you're
Okay.
going out.
it's your
It's
guilt.
just a cupcake.
It's your guilt rising in anxiety.
The Catholic guilt.
Your Catholic guilt.
Okay. You head into the emporium and you see all of the different items that are on display, and you see Shay, who's currently sitting there at the table looking like she's going through some books. She's currently not in her true changeling form. She's just kind of in her normal humanoid, like human skin pigmented form with long curly pink hair that's tied up, has like these glasses that she's wearing, and they're more fashionable than they are practical. She doesn't need glasses to read, and she's just going through some books and is kind of doing her thing. She has like long earrings coming down from her ears and wearing some rather flashy jewelry, but just keeping to herself. And you enter and the bell rings and you hear this stirring up above in the rafters as you see Barge kind of like looking at you upside down from one of the rafters, the fairy dragon.
This is what you want.
He just kind of like, and just kind of goes and crawls and kind of hear that. And you see the fairy draconic wings kind of begin to flutter and buzz like insectoid wings.
It was for fucking Barge.
It comes down and kind of perches on your hand, just begins eating into the cupcake. Face is dripping with frosting from the cupcake. Just kind of like looks at you, just keeps eating from it. Yeah. But yeah. Sweet Barge.
Why though?
For a cupcake?
All that Armand hears is
Secret
whatever you do to
laxative
my
in it.
sister, I'm going to do to yours.
Oh, okay.
You think he's gonna do it right now? No. He's gonna wait till you forget.
Here, I gotta pull up my shops.
It'll be years from now. You'll be in your own life and your sister will be like, I just got engaged. And you'll be like, oh really, who's the No.
I warn you!
Okay, here we go.
He's gonna wait for one of the little ones to grow up too.
Oh my god!
The little ones are like 13, 5, and 2.
He's a fae.
It don't matter.
Okay.
It's the long game.
Inside,
Long game.
you see Shay kind of looks up from her book, kind of like looks over the shelf and sees you enter. She's like, oh, hi, Aconitum, and waves at you. And as you're looking around on the shelves, the immediate magic items that catch your eye that are for sale, there is a bag of holding, there is dust of disappearance, gloves of missile snaring, javelin of lightning, a medallion of thoughts, there is a ring of truth-telling, a robe of useful items, a wind fan. Those are kind of like in your price range immediate magic items that are on display. And each of those are currently just going at a cool 400 gold pieces a piece.
Get one of these. Oh. Hibiscus, pardon me, what's those? For your practical pardon me, what's those?
Choices.
Alright, I'm just gonna see. Pretty simple. Like the other one. Grab the other one.
Okay. You walk over, get this newer looking bag of holding, and walk over to the counter and set it down. You see Shay kind of closes her book and looks. She goes, oh, excellent choice. Yes, a central adventuring tool. All right. That will be 400 gold pieces if you don't mind.
Got any magical cookware?
Cookware?
Ooh, smart.
He is his
Care to elaborate a little
father's
bit on
son.
exactly what you're looking for?
Okay. A
Are you just trying to have something that will help you cook better, or something that will help make food taste a little bit better? Or
Yes? What you got? I'm curious.
I mean, simple prestidigitation spell scrolls can do that for you.
Actually,
It's archaic intervention though. It's not like genuinely makes the food better. But I mean, I have some good cutlery and whatnot, but I don't have anything that's innately magical.
how much for cutlery?
I'll set you back it's like fine dining type stuff. I don't know if that's what you're looking for. At least for the utensils. Are you looking for just like utensils, or
Like things you cook with.
like a picnic basket worth of stuff, or like what are we looking at?
Nah.
How many you're trying to feed?
Well, I'm looking where.
Like pots and pans? Or okay, cool. She's like, let me check the back. And she goes into the back for a few moments and she's like, looking around for things, and you hear some movement in the back, and Barge at this point has kind of climbed up your shoulder and is just covered in crumbs and like dried cupcake frosting, and is just like content sitting there with this kind of harmonic hum as it's whistling through its draconic beak. And eventually Shay comes back out and she's like, well, I have these. They're not magical, but she pulls out like this, looks like it's essentially cook's utensils kit. It's not magical, but you can tell that it's dwarven make. And you see like dwarven steak knife, some like forks and other sharper utensils and spoons. You see kind of the geometric kind of like carvings and engravings on the like handles of the utensils and the pots and the pans, and it has enough in it to fill a kitchen, and it's tactical, and it comes in a case that you could take it with you on the go. It's not quite picnic basket-esque. It's not more fancy. Fine shit. Fair enough. And she's like, this will get you back just a silver for this.
Got any cash, errands, things you need help around here to help bring the cost down?
Unfortunately not. I actually got in trouble for doing that, so wish I could help you out, but trying to, keep in the good graces with the guild masters,
What they don't know.
Yes, I know, but I will admit business has been tough recently.
Oh no.
Magic items have been a bit harder to come by, and shipments coming in and out on the roads have been fewer and fewer.
Has Gremlin been slacking lately?
Oh no, Gremlin. All due respect to our goblin inventor, I don't tend to display his tinkerings in the shop after the last one that I did blew up in the middle of the night, so he's kind of on my shit list right now, but maybe in time I will allow him to do partnered business, but he might be selling some things out of his shop. I know he's been very involved in whatever progress that he's been working on in the wee hours of the night. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. Yeah, everyone in the grove has shops near his shop late at night, just occasional yelling and explosion or smokestack or, But yeah, so, bag of holding as well?
Yep. 1 silver, 400 gold.
Mm-hmm.
1 bag of holding.
Hi. It was really quiet.
No, you're fine.
David is mathing.
I'm not mapping now. I'm searching for everything to my treasure sheet.
Okay.
That's fair.
So you hand over the 400 gold and the silver. Shay takes it, slides in the case of dwarven cooking utensils and whatnot into the bag, and hands you the bag.
Start shoving his own stuff into it.
Yeah, it's like, be safe out there. And you see she kind of whistles and holds out her fingers, and you see Barge kind of goes and lands on her hand like a trained pet kind of bird, as she does. Goes and sets him up in his roost and then nests over above the back of the shelving. Just looks at you, he's like, yeah, be safe out there.
Oh yeah, chum chum.
Appreciate the business, and goes counting the coins and does her thing as you head on out. And we will resume here shortly after a break. So please take care of yourselves.
Water.
Hydrate, restroom. Pay attention to those pets.
Yes.
And we'll be back shortly. So see you here soon.
Yeah.
And we're back from break. Welcome back. So.
Why am I the only one who clapped, you motherfuckers?
I didn't know we were clapping.
We're back from break!
Yes!
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm sorry, you're not getting it.
Welcome back.
Showtime.
So, a few of you had a few things to do, just running personal errands about the Grove before you depart on your final training, you could say, for this stint. All you were told from Slyvanna is that Eleandor is going to take you all on a little trip out of the Grove, and you were going to camp, prepare for cold weather, and you would learn more in the field. So at this time, you don't really have much. So y'all are just kind of preparing, running the last few errands, just kind of checking in with a few folk. So going around, I know you wanted to talk to your grandmother. Yes. You said you had something else you wanted to do.
Yes, I know that I said I was
got an
going-
eye patch.
Yeah, I got an eye patch.
You got the
And
eye
I
patch.
said I was going back to the tavern, but I think I'm gonna pivot and head home to get all of like our family's old like camping supplies and like fishing rods and like stuff like that.
Do you still fit?
Okay, cool.
Probably not. I'm
Okay.
gonna grab like blankets and pelts and shit.
Yeah, okay. And then, Adora, you were in the tavern. You were speaking with Vivian. And then Aconitum, you were running around. You went to the bakery, ran into Hugo. Then you went, gave Barge a cupcake, bought a bag of holding, and some dwarven cooking utensils.
I have every right to be concerned. That is all I will say.
Guilty conscience.
Like the boat. Did I miss something? I might have missed it.
Armand is worried that Tom is going to.
No, Armand's not worried. Olivia's worried.
Olivia's worried that Tom is going to try and seduce one of his sisters.
Armand
Armand's
should be
sister.
worried.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And I said, that's just your guilty conscience.
Cool. So, trying to think of who we bounced to. Y'all had your conversation. Tom, you went and did stuff. So, Armand, you're running back home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just briefly, and I'm
probably not even. I'm just gonna do my best to just kind of like zip in, like grab as much like stuff as I can, and then like zip back out because I'm just not to like avoid anybody, but I'm just really excited.
Okay. So I will say for context for the viewers that during this training montage, a few weeks in the Grove have gone by. So just so you know, so your groundation, you're not grounded anymore. You're back in good graces with your mom and your family. And you've kind of stepped up in a lot of ways, you know, helping cook, prepare meals, cleaning up the house more, just being more involved with your younger siblings. So everything's pretty good for everybody. But yeah, so you run back home, you run inside. Go ahead and make an investigation check to search for some of the packed away gear that's in the storage space.
Motherfucker. Chant that into existence. Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
9.
9. You're kind of having some trouble, and you're kind of rifling through some things, and your exuberant, heightened kind of excitement has kind of dwindled into a bit of frustration, because it seems like somebody's gone through here and like moved stuff recently.
Ma! Where are all of like the bedrolls and the blankets and the pelts and my fishing rod?
You yell out, and you hear distant laughter, yelling, running around, just rambunctiousness of the house. You hear Regina's voice kind of ring out down the steps. She's like, huh? What did you say?
Nana, I need bedrolls and pelts and blankets and my fishing rod. We're going on a trip with the commander's husband. I don't know how long I'll be gone, but it's gonna be out in the wild, and I need the shit.
She's like, I'll come down and help you in a minute. And she runs off, and you hear her walking away. And then you hear footsteps coming down, and you hear the door kind of slam shut.
No.
And as you walk down,
No.
as you see walking down the steps,
No.
you see the kind of dark blue banged hair and like the berry stained lips and like the fair form of Mercy walking down the steps to you. She's like, heard you yelling, you're back, huh?
Rip.
Yeah. Like we're going on a trip for a bit. The Ashkeepers.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
And she's like stepping towards you, just kind of like going about her. You could tell she's teasily closing in on you, and you are backed into like the storage under the house.
You're a trap.
Real talk. I thought Pilar was coming down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're just like
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah,
I was just saying.
I mean, we're going on a trip with the new commander's husband. Not sure what we're really doing yet, but kind of reminds me of the camping or like the traveling we used to do. So
Yeah, that's cool and all. So, if memory serves me right, I was drinking, and I think you kissed me before you left. So,
on
what
the
the fuck is up with that?
forehead.
You still kiss me though.
I did.
I had to make sure I wasn't too drunk that night. Ask for some clarification for some of the others that you sent running off. AKA, Hugo snitched on you.
I don't give a fuck what he says. I did do that.
You regretting it?
Okay.
I'm gonna
Wait a
put my hood on.
Okay.
She's like leaning up against some of the crates and is just looking at you nonchalant, just kind of slumped over.
You're trapped. Getting out of
Real
your
talk?
way.
Popcorn.
Like real talk right now.
So we weren't real talking before?
Mercy.
That's my name.
I'm sure you're asking for it.
You see her like cold, piercing, winter Eladrin eyes just staring at you.
Okay, here's the thing. I've always had a crush on you. Ever since, like, I was old enough to realize what, like, a crush really was. That's never been a secret. I know me. I'm not subtle. And I think you're always going to fluster me. You're always going to be I'm always going to think you are amazing and incredible and super beautiful, but I think part of that is because you really remind me of someone else, and I am with them now.
She raises a brow and just looks back at you. Who?
Hibiscus Demunium. Pan and Lily's daughter.
So you and Biscuit, huh?
Yeah.
She kind of looks at the eye patch and the color. Interesting. And you just figured this out after kissing me and leaving the
Stuff happened in the Feywild that kind of changes your perspective of things.
So, I'll catch you later. Just kind of looks back at you and walks away. She walks up the steps and the door opens up, and eventually you see Regina kind of like bumps into you. She's like, "Oh, excuse me," and like continues walking back down to you, and you're just kind of like there, literally in a corner among the crates and storage and like chests and trunks and things, and kind of look back. And Regina comes down. She's like, "Was everything all right? What? You look upset, or what is that face?" I've seen that face before.
On who?
She just looks and gives you the like the nana look of like, "I know you, child."
Look, if I know you, child.
Yeah.
Did Mama ever have like a suitor problem?
She just Oh. Yeah.
Shit.
I had to chase away quite a few in my day. She chased away a few on her own as well. It's just all a part about growing up. And she just kind of looks back and it's like, she seemed upset.
That wasn't my intention. I was just trying to be honest.
Well, couples fight, dear. It's fine.
We're not.
Just looks back and she was like, oh, sorry.
We're not a couple. I'm a couple with Hibiscus.
What?
Oh, Ma didn't tell you.
No.
Yeah.
She's like, the audacity.
Yeah.
This
we're-
family does not keep secrets.
No, yeah, that's why I'm kind of surprised. I'm courting her. Like, look, she gave me like this, like, and I take off like the necklace and I show her the music box, like it plays.
She's like,
a
oh, that's lovely.
Right?
Oh, this
She's
is
so cute.
adorable.
She's so sweet. She's so mean, and I like her so much.
She just laughs and looks with a smile. She's like, if you're happy, then I'm happy. Should I be concerned about whatever that was?
I mean, I don't think so. I told her that me and Hibiscus were together, and that's that.
Good.
What if she goes
You hear your siblings up top, like, listening in on the gossip, and they're whispering to each other, and you hear all like, shut up! You gotta hear us, and you see Regina looks up, she's like, oi, get out of here, go play! This is a grown-up conversation. She goes up, closes the door, comes walking back down, she's like, well, it's out now, so I'm glad you weren't keeping a secret. But what? Got very distracted. What did you need help with?
Oh, I need all of like the old camping stuff.
Oh, okay. And she goes and like helps you and helps you find what you're looking for, and gets it all out. Kind of like helps you pull it all out and unpack it and everything, and get it ready to go. And so sizable trunks of things, large cases that are clothes, tents, all the things you need for like.
I want to say
large
that
family camp.
like Goofy in a Goofy movie, the giant. Like the
Yeah.
I was like leaving the house.
Okay, cool.
Just winter gear shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and you come up out of the house and take off with all of your gear, and Regina's like, good, have fun!
I don't know when we'll be back, but
Okay,
I'll see you soon.
we'll be just fine, we'll be here.
Okay.
You catch, glaring out of the side of the door at you, Mercy, who looks pissed. And you see Regina just kind of like turns back around and sees her staring and just like starts conversation with her, and like she does not even acknowledge her as she goes and like awkwardly closes the door with her inside, and some of your other siblings who are like laughing and like shoving each other, and one of them goes to the window and they all pile in the window and they're like waving out to you as you're leaving. Yeah. And then you head back.
Oh, I'm safe. But Mercy can't leave the grove anymore. Like the grove, she's bound to it.
No, she can. She can.
But you
No,
head
she
back.
can't.
She can't go back to the Feywild.
Yeah, she can't go back to the Feywild.
Feywild, but she can.
No, she
She can
can't.
leave the grove.
Right? Anymore?
You're not sure.
It's been 20 years.
We established that she
And
is in.
Hibiscus can travel to
Post
the grove.
previous campaign, she was exiled from the Feywild.
Yeah.
Backstory, context.
Lore.
Yeah, the lore, the deep lore of a previous campaign. She was exiled from the Feywild. Her true Fey name was literally like pulled from the history books. Like was kind of erased, and she's living a new life as a mortal Fey creature known as Mercy in the Warrior's Grove. So she cannot return to the Feywild if you return to the Feywild.
She's nowhere to hide.
Or at least if she does, there will be serious consequence for her.
Okay, so at the very least, she can't go anywhere.
To your knowledge, she doesn't. She's left the grove before.
Okay.
Like the
But I mean, she can't
the
go.
grove
She can't
walls.
find Hibiscus, is what I'm.
Oh, I mean, if she did do that, A, it would be extremely dangerous, and B, she would suffer great consequence if she got caught. So.
Okay, good. We'll cross the other
Most
bridge when we
likely
come
not.
to it.
But yeah, so.
It's not a true choice.
Milo!
Oh, the puppers.
Come here, buddy.
So, Vivian,
Yeah.
you wanted to seek out your grandmother,
I
Slyvanna.
did.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. Okay.
11. It takes
Or
you...
no, 10.
10. It takes you some time to find Slyvanna, and eventually you find her under the gazebo, and she's just currently sitting by herself, and you see she has her short swords in kind of an X form on the ground in front of her in the snow, and there's just other, like, what looks like some incense burning and some other things. She's just kind of sitting there. It looks like she's meditating.
Okay.
She's kind of sitting on the ground with her legs kind of crisscrossed, and her eyes are closed, and she's just deep breathing and seems to be in a very meditative, calm state as the wind just kind of just blowing by with the snow falling around you. And you see perched on the ledge of the gazebo, Fletching, the owl, is just kind of just up there, wings kind of folded in, the brisk wind kind of keeping it more sheltered as it's trying to shield itself from the wind with its feathers.
I try and walk up quietly, but like my feet are kind of crunching in the snow, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, she just sits there calmly. She doesn't open her eyes or anything on your approach, but you could tell that she probably knows you're there now because you're in proximity.
Sorry for interrupting.
Speak freely, child, and you did not interrupt anything. I'm just here with my thoughts.
I sit down. Have you heard back from any of the parents?
She kind of like goes and looks at you and opens her eyes. She's like, perhaps. Why do you ask?
Why the weird answer?
I didn't think any of you needed distraction. You've been doing so well recently, and I didn't want to break bad news.
Bad news?
It seems unlikely that any of your parents will be coming. All of them are very preoccupied. And she looks at you, and she's like, I don't like keeping secrets, especially among kin. Your brother has gone home. He will be back. He's going to speak in person with them and explain what has happened, and his intentions seem pure. He seemed very adamant on wanting to do this in person, to sway them from coming here and taking the time out of their days to make an appearance. So.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I didn't expect Mom and Dad to come out here in full transparency. I'm more so concerned about the Onassis.
Yes. Your brother spoke with me just before he departed, and it seems that that is his heading.
Snitch.
He was very transparent with his intentions and how he was concerned for Adora. My son is currently working on a peace treaty with warring clans in the region of Setessa. Your mother is aiding him, but she has other priorities at hand, working with the council there. And as far as the Onassis go, Cassandra has currently been pulled to the front lines and is fighting among the legionnaires of the Empire, and Anais, from my understanding, she's currently remained with the Emperor and his council. And from what I have heard from these lands is that things have taken a turn. So, from what I hear from the Feywild, there are no further updates on Pandemonium and all of that. So,
Do you think it's all connected?
no news. Sorry.
Do you think it's all connected?
Oh no, I don't. The Legionnaires are fighting some mongrel hordes. The peace treaty is warring clans, which is just infighting, which I had some hand in dealing with in my time in Theros. The Feywild debacle seems to be the most concerning bit to me, but Fey are Fey, and they will do as Fey do, and it is in a auspicious circumstance for this temporary treaty amongst the winter and summer courts. Personally, I don't trust it, but we stay our hand and remain here.
Okay. But no one's coming.
From my understanding, there was a chance that perhaps that Pilar was going to find time to return to the grove and check on everything, but apparently dealing with fascist rebels back in the city in which they dwell, so
Okay.
it seems that at this time everyone is busy, but I want you to know that if you needed the support of your parents, I would not hesitate to send official formal requests summoning them back to the grove. I do have that power within me, I just did not feel it was necessary to pull that string.
No, it's not. Thank you. I think everyone's gonna feel a little bit more calmer, knowing that no one's gonna be really surprising us. So, thanks.
Do not thank me, it was your brother's idea. So you can thank him next you see him, and he should bring word back, potentially, next you see him. Vivian, I do have something to ask you.
Okay.
Your training has come quite a long way, but I can't help but tell that you're distracted. By one of your companions in particular.
What do you mean?
And my instincts are telling me, due to how this companion has treated me in recent times, that there's a level of uneasiness when I'm around, which is only natural.
Okay.
I would just like further insight on what it is that you and Adora have, so I can better train you for situations that may arise in which you, one or both of you, are put in harm's way. Because when there is love, there is also loss. And she just kind of looks back at you. And I want you to be open with me, dear.
We're just friends right now.
She just peers at you.
Her lips like quivering.
And she just kind of adjusts and like directs her full focus to you as she's sitting. She's like, are you telling me that because you think that's what I want to hear, or are you telling yourself that?
Telling me that because that's all we are right now.
She just kind of slouches a bit, and you see her very formal exterior kind of diminish. She kind of like meets you at your level. And she's... When I was young, and the world was very different, and I met your grandfather, things changed for me. I found myself far more territorial and protective. And we found ourselves into many dangers in our days. We squandered much of the time we had together. Our union was not of our choosing. But we were lucky and fortunate enough that our affections were genuine with one another.
Are you saying you were arranged?
Yes, we were. And I had many reservations about this union and saw other potential fits. It was a service among our peoples to unite us. We were two straying clans, and our numbers were dwindling each season. This would bring our people together, and we could survive the better if our people squashed our squabbles and shared resources. hesitation can get you killed, dear. I just hate to see either of you hesitate. More so Adora than you.
How do you mean hesitate?
In recent times, when Adora has addressed me, everything has been very militaristic. Very much like her mother's, which makes sense, but it's not necessary. I do not think it would be taken well coming from me, so if you could reassure her that she does not need to act out of kind, and she is welcome to be herself around me. I'm not blind, I can see what's happening, but you're young, I get it. Younger. You have a lot of life still to live.
Well, no matter what happened, I don't think that there's anything more to talk about now. I may have messed that one up already.
Well, I'm always here to talk to if you should need.
Thanks.
I apologize if I pushed the topic.
No, it's okay.
I know I'm not the most socially inclined individual, you know. She just kind of like stands up and takes her short swords out of the snow and just sticks them into the back sheaths and just kind of looks at you. She's like, try not to grow up too quickly.
I promise.
She just kind of like brushes some hair over your shoulder and just kind of holds your face a moment and smiles. Enjoy your trip.
Thanks. Okay, Buckler.
And she walks. She takes her leave from you to give you your spaces, not wanting to push the topic any further.
Cool.
Yeah.
I head back.
Okay.
We took him out.
I know, he's being fussy.
Fussy, lay down, bud.
He's like, no one's paying attention to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's like, I had a nap. I'm ready to play.
Set puppers.
I took him outside. He pottied, and he was like, "And we're playing." I was like,
And we play. Okay. So heading back to the tavern, eventually you all reconvene, I think starting... Oh, sorry. Adora, you were at the tavern.
I want to do something.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Yeah.
I would like to see if I can go see Veronica to talk about concept.
Yes.
Yo!
Okay, so you head to the Sapphire Fairy tattoo parlor. Coming inside, you see it's a very... There's no one getting tattooed at this time. You see Veronica. She's currently sketching in a sketchbook and seems to be using paint as a medium. And you see next to her, her daughter, Serena, who is currently also working on some sketch work beside her. And they both kind of look up as you enter. And Veronica, with her kind of tied up blue hair, has the pins and like needles and wands and things, the instruments of her magical tattooing there. Simple clothes, dressed a bit more warmer, and daughter next to her being a half sea elf looking back at you. You know Serena. She's kind of a acquaintance among the friend group of the Grove. And she just looks up, she's like, "Oh, hi Adora!" And you see Veronica's like, "Hi, welcome in."
Hello, hi. I was hoping to talk to you about a tattoo concept.
Yes, certainly. Yeah, come on in, take a seat. And you see she walks over to address you. You see Serena just kind of keeps to herself, and she's just kind of sketching, but she's listening in on the conversation.
I've been thinking a lot, and I'd like to do something to honor, or just remind me of my sister. But I've heard that I've been doing some research since we got our tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And there's magical abilities that can be tied to tattoos. I know ours do some, but was hoping that there was something that could make me hit harder or stronger or help protect my friends in a way.
She follows along and just kind of looks at you. She's like, "Certainly, yeah. There's so many options. I mean, bolstering your some magical tattoos can bolster your physical strength, your kind of natural fortitude and constitution, kind of similar to what I gave you all before. We can elaborate on those tattoos in the future, and if you're willing to invest time and coin, we can definitely boost those effects and amplify them. There are some kind of preset arcane tattoos that do certain things if you're looking for something a little more specific, and we can customize them to your liking too.
Yeah, I think I still kind of want to work. I know that we've taken some bolstering from the previous tattoo, but I still kind of want to work on my skills myself. But if there's abilities that I could help enhance, I just use these in my shield. If there's anything that can just make me more viable in battle, I would like to invest in it. I have this, and I pull out the bag of the 500 gold that I have. I'd have this, and I really don't know what to do with it. But if I can put it towards something that's going to keep me safe or keep the people I care about safe, then it's worth spending it on.
Okay. She's like, well, this is a great start. So, and she goes over and grabs a tome, and she hands it over to you. And inside of the tome, it discloses preset magical tattoos and their effects and what they do, and like what kind of gemstone dust if they use, or anything, or any other arcane material component that comes with it. And it's just kind of like a book of like things that she's either done or it has planned to do that she has not yet done. So as you're kind of looking through that, you find some options. I mean, starting with uncommon tattoos, which can cover half of a limb, so like half a sleeve, or the scalp, or like the back, kind of like the sides of the head or down the neck. About 250 gold an hour, depending on how long it takes it to finish the tattoo. The tattoo's magical effects will not happen until it's completed. So it could be an investment and a work in progress over time. But starting with some basic uncommon tattoos, there's the Coiling Grasp tattoo, there is the Eldritch Claw tattoo, there are some more common tattoos that do some lesser things. There's like the Spell Rot tattoo, which is like, I think, a spell scroll literally tattooed onto you that kind of gives you like a once a day casting. There's the Masquerade tattoo, which is also common, Barrier tattoo, and Illuminator tattoos, which each have their own individual effects. So
The spell rods are one and done.
they're one and done? Yeah, okay.
It's about flow tattoo on your arm.
Yeah.
In case of emergency, revivify.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I think, we would go she'd go Eldritch Claw.
Okay. That's an excellent choice. I've done it before, and we can reflavor this however you like for this tattoo. So, yeah, I know you've got your rune aesthetic, so we can definitely keep the kin to that if you like, or we can go something completely different.
I had the idea of tattooing runes on that I use a lot, so that it's easier for me to make their shape when I'm casting, but tied into a design that coalesces onto my hand, from my elbow down to my hand, and when it like creates the crux of my hand, that creates a big X over my or over the top of my hand for Sandra.
Okay. Wonderful. This is great. I love this personally. I'm totally down to do this for you. When would you want to get started?
We're going on a trip, but if depending on how long it takes to get done, we can start something. And
okay, yeah, we could definitely get it started here now, and then just kind of go until it's completed whenever you have free time and we have open appointments. I do have a question for you though. Serena is nervous about tattooing her first person. Would you be okay if you were her first? And you see she's just kind of sitting there with her book, and she just kind of like puts her face in the book, annoyed at her mom asking this.
if you have faith that she can do it well, then I have faith that she can do it well as well.
She kind of like perks up, like, what?
Really?
And you see she kind of looks back and she's like, thank you. I think she's ready. And looks back and she's like, yeah, I guess so.
Your confidence is making me feel really good about this.
I know, it's like confidence is key thing. Yeah. I just, yeah. No, I can do it. I think I can. I mean, you know me, Adora. I'm not really strong in the confidence department.
I know, but I think you can do this.
Okay. Shit's permanent. And Veronica's like, watch your mouth. She's like, sorry, it's permanent. So if I mess up, it's a permanent mess up.
It's alright.
Veronica's like, it can be magically altered and removed, or you can embrace those accidents and make a cooler design. I mess up almost every one of the tattoos I do, and then the one that I do ends up being cooler than the original design. And Serena looks back, she's like, well, I guess that's a bit comforting. Okay. If you're willing to try, let's give it a go, I guess. And you see she like walks over with her sketchbook, and while you were having this conversation, she sketched ideas while you were talking. And she just was like, well, I was just kind of doodling this, so do you want something like this? And like goes over the X on the hand and the style of it, and like the runes, and has like been looking at your shield and like all of like the kind of rune aesthetic, and is really kind of gone wild with the concept, and it's
Serena, this is
really detailed.
This is incredible.
She's like, oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd love to get started with this.
Okay. Cool. Well, we'll, I guess, draft it up and get you ready if you want to start today. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. I think that'd be great.
You see Veronica, like, backs up and gives her the space and, like, opens up the drawer for her, and then just kind of goes over to, like, her desk area in the parlor and just kind of like does her thing and sits back and lets you two work it out, and she starts the tattoo. So for the first hour, it's a 250 gold down, and then she gets to work with it. And after the hour, she's done.
Oh!
For real?
Oh, shit!
I rolled and it only took her the hour, so she does a full half sleeve in the hour.
Baby girl is savant.
in the runic style that you want, and saves you some money because that could have been a very expensive tattoo given I rolled much more than that.
Damn.
Sweet.
So
That's what I was trying to say for that, but practical.
yeah. Damn. So yeah, you now have the runic claw tattoo.
Runic claw.
Their daughter is a tattoo artist too.
Sorry, I'm like,
Lord.
Cool.
This is incredible. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad you like it. Thankfully, it's a lot of line work, so I didn't have to go, too freehand with it, but looks great.
I like trace the X on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
It means a lot.
Yeah, I'm happy to help. Appreciate it. Definitely confidence boost for me too, so.
And I give the 250 gold,
Mhm.
and then I give 50 gold on top of that, just for Serena.
She's just like, what? No, please.
Yes.
No. And she like holds it back out. She's like, take it.
Like, take it.
flee.
Keep practicing, keep studying. Put it towards doing more of these, because you've really got something.
She just takes the large kind of bag of coins and she's like, thanks, Adora. She
Thank
like
you.
sets the bag down and hugs you.
I hug her back.
She's like, have fun on your trip.
I will. Thank you.
You see Veronica's like, it looks great.
Thank you.
If you want another tattoo or you have any friends who do, tell them Serena's open for business. And she's like, Mom!
Oh, I'm going to tell everyone.
She's like, and she just kind of seethes with that as you leave. She's like, have fun on your trip, and waves you by as you head out. So, with that, is there any other business about the grove? Alrighty. So, one by one, you reconvene inside of the Fate's End Tavern.
raiding the kitchen for anything that Sam's just like not using.
Oh, he's stealing? He's stealing from Sam?
Not stealing, borrowing.
Not stealing.
Do you sneak into Sam's kitchen?
No, he walks in. Hey, Sam.
He's just like, oh, hello, Aconitum, how are you?
Got anything you're not using at the moment?
Kind of using everything at the moment. Are you hungry?
I mean, no always, but we're about to go. Want to make sure I have, the seasonings.
He's like, oh, right, seasonings. And he like runs off. And he's like, here, take this and this. And he's literally, you have the bag of holding open. He's like throwing in trail mix. He's throwing in rations. He's throwing in snacks. And he's like, these keep out of the bag of holding. They won't keep. They'll lose their fluffiness. And he hands you a few pastries that he kind of went and he is working on himself, trying to compete with the roomkeeper bakers next door. But yeah, he gets y'all plenty of fresh, delicious gourmet rations for your trip. I'll say
salt, some pepper, paprika.
Yeah, all the
Paprika,
seasonings.
all of it.
I'll say.
Cilantro, yes. Thank you.
So there's 4 of you. Are you just getting rations for the party?
Stuff to cook.
Stuff to cook with? Okay, so you're getting cooks, what is it called? Ingredients. You're getting ingredients as well. Okay, so with ingredients and the rations and everything, I'd say you get 3 days worth of rations for everyone. So, 12 rations and then 12 days worth of ingredients as well. So you have rations and then you have ingredients. So if you run out of rations, you can use the ingredients to instead cook to substitute for the rations.
Nice.
So if you want, you can just add 12 rations and then add another 12 rations and then put like a little asterisk above it and say ingredients or rename it ingredients or something.
Nice haul.
But yeah, so up to 12 rations. So 24 days rations for a single person, but because there's 4 of you, it'll last y'all about, oh my gosh, math. 3 days. 3 days of rations and 3 days of ingredients, I believe. Cool. As you're doing that, the rest of you, one by one, enter and reconvene as it's, I'll say this is the dinner, and then you're going to have the night to sleep, and then you'll leave in the morning for your trip. Unless we want to say that this is the morning you're leaving for the trip. We can say that too. Because I think Armand's going to show up ready to go, like, backpack and all,
How do
all
you
the
not
stuff.
fall over backwards?
Balance. How tall are you compared to me again?
5'7".
Yeah, you just poke Armand and Armand.
You're like poking a bag bang.
Standing fast. Oh, you're poking the
I'm
backpack?
poking a bag bang leverage.
Yeah.
I got like bedrolls for everybody. There's like pelts and like extra blankets and like stuff because I don't think you guys camp all that much. So
I do.
not to assume, but I have it.
I do, just not in the fucking cold.
So you're welcome.
I think it'd be cool if it was the dinner before.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So Armand jumped the gun
But
just
you
a little
still
bit,
show
which
up
I
in the
love.
backpack?
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah.
Just like, wait, so we're not going yet?
No, in the morning.
They said in the morning.
Damn it.
I still need to pack at the barracks.
Fuck, I need to sleep at the barracks tonight.
Oh no, my stuff is at the house.
Why?
I don't have a
What
bed
did
in
you
the
pick up
barracks
your
a
mom
week.
this time?
Oh, actually nothing.
What?
There's a very pissed off woman in my house.
Maybe you.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Oh, fair.
Shots fired.
Take with that what you will.
I mean, you're all welcome to sleep at the Onassis house tonight. If
Sleepover?
I mean, we're gonna leave together in the morning anyway. You don't have to. It's
I'm
just-
down. Anyone else down?
Yeah.
Tom?
I'll bring you booze.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
I just have to
Comes
go
curling,
grab stuff.
looking at Armand's bag and trying to figure out, can he fit that in his bag of holding?
Probably not.
Unfortunately, the bag that Armand is wearing is too large to fit into the mouth of the bag.
Oh my god.
No.
Okay, fine.
No.
Fucking can't, man.
Dude.
Jeez.
Yeah, I just have to grab some stuff at my house. Which, is it fixed now? Cause,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, Vizar spent.
He was bleeding.
No, yeah. Everything's
Bloody nose.
magically mended as it was. The door's fixed, lock works. Yeah.
But I'll meet you there.
All right.
Okay, see you there. Let's go.
I'm on the other direction.
Sorry.
Cool. So y'all head to the Onassis Den, the home of Cassandra and Anais, but now the home of Adora. And you run back to the cave to grab some stuff?
Yeah.
Back home?
Yeah.
Okay. So you run back into the cave and grab, what do you grab? Personal effects or...
Yeah, some personal effects and then, some more of her dad's, like, coats and whatnot. And then maybe one of her mom's fur coats.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you pack a few things, kind of get a larger bag going and extra pelts and whatnot, and head over to Adora's. Make sure the door is locked, and you kind of take a moment looking back and remember all of the damage that was done, and everything seems to be mended back the way it was. It's kind of weird looking at it all. I mean, you've been back since it's been fixed, but this is a moment where you kind of have a moment of reprieve to just kind of mull over all of the past events.
I think smelling her brother's scent still kind of lingering makes her sad, knowing now that he's not here, that he went back.
Yeah, he definitely snuck off. He didn't say goodbye.
No,
Yeah.
I'm a little sad about that. But yeah, like, she heads out, goes
Okay.
back.
Okay. Yeah. So eventually you all gather at the Onassis Den.
I start a fire.
Cool. Get the fire going.
I come now.
Armand, get the door.
Okay.
Take the backpack off.
Fine. I'm just excited. Leave me alone. What's up, Vivian?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, we're just. Adora's got a fire going. Tom's already drinking.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. We just close the door. It's like, Vivian's here!
I think it's his first party.
What gave you the, what gave
Or
you that idea?
maybe his first sleepover. In general.
I think
Well, I
you're
mean,
right.
I've been to plenty of sleepovers.
Mhm.
Just, it was family.
Well,
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
so can I get anybody some tea or anything?
I thought we were drinking.
We could put it in the tea.
What does that do?
Keeps you warm.
Warm.
Okay.
Tiny.
Okay.
It sounds nice.
I'll go do that. So I get up and
Mm-hmm.
go
Come
make
into
tea.
his coat bag, pulls out a couple of drinks. Anyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I'm having flashbacks. Just, I think my mom tried this once.
Which
Right.
one?
Yeah. Specify. Well, I mean, my mom smokes all the time, but Mama, I think's only done it once, and it did not go well.
You're still not specifying. You just said Mama twice, referring to two
Oh,
different.
Yolanda, Mama, Pilar. Here, light it and smoke it. It's just like, I'm free.
Is this your first time?
Yes. This is freedom.
Oh.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck, I'm going to laugh if it's like.
Yeah, one.
I'm kind of hoping it's that one. To be fair.
Berries is fine.
Oh, actually, it is a 22.
Barbarian.
No, yeah. You light the joint, smoke it, and the smoke fills your lungs, and you kind of feel that your body kind of relax a little bit as you exhale, and you kind of like let it kind of work through your system, and you're a strong and able body, and your metabolism is well upkept, and you're actually faring far better than you initially thought. But there is a nice kind of lethargic, kind of calming agent to it that you find enjoyable. You're not like suffering the not so great benefits of becoming high.
This doesn't seem so bad.
Get the good shit.
Used my little spark of my breath
M18.
weapon to light mine.
Okay. Put it in your mouth, and then just a little shock of
Yeah.
lightning kind of zaps the end of it
Yeah.
and lights it. Cool. Okay.
Show
Oh,
off.
that's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I come back with tea. I left for 2 minutes.
Just shoves it in her mouth.
Okay.
Sorry.
Is it okay that we're like doing this in your house?
I mean, you're already doing it. So.
Sorry.
Out the
I, like,
window.
dip
Up the
mine-
chimney.
I like dip mine in the fire to light it, and then we'll take my own puff of it.
So am I the only one making a con save for this?
Oh yeah, if y'all are smoking, make con saves, motherfucker.
You're the
Puff,
youngest.
puff, pass.
You're
Puff,
the
puff,
youngest.
pass.
I'm the baby.
Ooh, actually, my con's not
Nice.
bad. So.
Yeah, like
13.
13. You're feeling it.
19.
Getting up there. You're used to this.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. What'd you get?
I know a guy.
You know a guy.
I had to remember what I was doing.
Con save?
Yes.
You're already high.
Yeah, you're like
12.
12. You're feeling it.
Whoa.
Oh, you like it?
It's nice.
I need tea. Tea.
Spikes.
Oh, another con save.
Oh my
Are you gonna spike
God.
it? Slide a hand check.
What is the saying?
Crossfading.
Yeah.
No.
Crossfade.
Crossfading.
But what is it? It's like grass before liquor, you're never
Yeah, you're looking
sicker.
for beer, you're
That's beer,
liquid.
like a beer.
Yeah, but there's one for, yeah, there is for smoking too.
Liquor before beer, you're in the
Clear.
Yeah, I know that
Liquor
one.
before
Liquor.
liquor.
Uh-oh, mister.
Never been
Ah.
sicker.
I've heard never been sicker. I've never heard uh-oh, mister.
That's what it is now.
That's on the internet.
Oh,
It's a
God.
one, by
The next
way.
time we have a fan interaction, it's just like they come up to us and say that shit, and we're like, oh no.
Vivian gets really quiet.
Okay.
And it's just like,
If y'all are getting
Staring
crossfaded,
off.
I will need you to make con saves for the
no,
alcohol,
I think
too.
she's sticking with the
Oh,
pot
I'm
for
getting
now.
crossfaded
Okay.
as shit. Baby
Oh.
boy's letting loose.
Fuck.
Okay.
We have to.
Damn it! I want him to fail. 21.
You're far from pretty barbarian.
You're having that Captain America moment where he's in the bar, he's just like, fuck!
What's your
I
thing?
can't get
What's
drunk!
your con save?
I'm too fit!
Oh, see, mine's +5 too.
I'll
I
have
just
one
rolled like
drink.
shit.
Because
Okay.
I'm already feeling the effects of the smoky smoke.
The smoky.
Did you get a nat one?
I did not get a nat 1.
Just
But
a 2.
would you believe it if it's a...
4.
A 2. It was,
It was
it's a 2. Damn.
Half a 4.
it was half a 4. Which is a total of 7.
Okay, nice, yeah.
Oh, that's a really good. I
Can't
think
just
I
spike
might
the
grab
fuck
some
out of your teeth. There's like barely tea. It's like you're drinking. Like
I looked away for 1 second.
you realize that your teacup isn't getting, or your whatever container you're drinking tea in isn't getting smaller.
What is happening?
Oops, I grabbed some Hibiscus moonshine.
Moonshine
The
tea.
moonshine shit.
Damn.
Dwarven
I just wanted to have a
moonshine.
nice night.
You're gonna have a real nice night.
I like sit back in my chair.
You sit back and the whole room spins. You're like dizzy.
Hang on.
Are you
You
gonna
should mushroom
throw up?
one?
Mushroom? Dude.
Mushroom.
Mushroom.
Hot.
Like tea? Or
Moonshine.
what?
Should we experiment by using fermented mushrooms? Dwarf.
Wait, you're drinking. Wait, was it? It was a
Fermented
fermented what was it?
mushroom.
Mushroom. Were you talking normal mushrooms? Or you talking more psychedelic arcane
I'm
mushrooms?
saying no.
Okay. There's some crazy fucking mushrooms that grow in the undergrowth.
17.
17.
You're holding your own.
You are, but don't
I
deny.
got Yolanda's constitution, bitch.
I
Yeah,
think I'm going
don't
to,
deny.
like,
You're feeling it.
I think I'm gonna
now.
slip away and go to the prayer shrine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do something.
The
Don't
shrine
worry, where
room.
you going?
Yeah.
I'm slipping away.
Stealth check.
It's a 2.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage because you're drunk.
It's a 2.
Adorable, you're not stealthy. You're the size of a small house. You can't sneak.
I would like to. I'm gonna just be over here. And I like point at the shrine thing.
What's that?
Shrine.
To who?
IROS.
Yeah, you see the. It's kind of like a quaint, kind of wooden carved kind of like cupboard almost, and inside of the cupboard you see the statue of this large. It looks kind of like a centaur, but something about it's giving more Minotaur Spartan vibe to it. The torso seems less horse half, but more bull half. And the upper body humanoid is decked out in armor, has like a plume akin to what Cassandra's helmet looks like, and there's holding a spear, and there's this large, stoic, noble-looking, powerful kind of visage of this godly entity. It's cool. There's
Okay.
candles around it.
Vivian's blushing at the sight of it.
Okay.
Y'all keep doing what you're doing.
Do you want privacy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like go over the shrine.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, you go over to it.
Oh
Yeah.
So I just go and I kind of like drop to my knees a bit, and the room is spinning, so I'm just like trying to be like, I'm so sorry. I know that I haven't done this in a while, and my mental state is probably not the best to do this now, but it's been really hard to face everything that's happened. So I just thought maybe I'd sit here and see if the gods have anything to say about it. And then I'll just sit and wait.
You sit and wait for a good long few moments. There's no reply. The candle wicks are cold. They're not lit. This shrine hasn't been used in some time, but even being shuttered up, it's been still in good condition. You can see small trinkets and odds and ends that you remember being much younger that you've placed upon this shrine with your mothers and your siblings, and you see some other things that your moms have left behind before you're even born, little trinkets and offerings to Iroas that remain there, and some of them have collected some dust, but beyond that it's quaint, it's quiet. There's no reply or anything that catches your attention, and your senses are very dulled at the moment, but even with that, there's this moment of calm as you just kind of sit there in that space and hear the rambunctiousness of your companions in the other room. But yeah.
They didn't move away from the fire, they're sweating.
Huh? You okay?
What time is it?
I don't know.
Go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage, or what? Nature checks?
Survival?
Or survival? Survival. Anything. If you've been drinking and smoking, it's disadvantage. Poisoned.
Poison.
Poison.
Poison. Would you believe it?
Oh, it's a 2.
7.
12. No, wait, 15.
Okay. 15.
7.
7.
Nope, I was on the first one.
2 dose. Okay.
I was on the first one, 12. With disadvantage.
12. It's the middle of the night. Not sure. You don't really see a moon in the sky or any stars or anything. It's just kind of the dark gloom.
Check.
And with a 12 Aconitum, you could suggest that it's probably approaching the wee hours of the morning. They're kind of past midnight at this point.
I'll come back from the room after a long while and be like, should we sleep?
Maybe.
I think I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah, sleep sounds good. It feels like.
I mean, do you even know what time we're supposed to meet with your grandpa?
Just
Sunrise, probably.
in the morning.
Yeah, we should sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna take a nap right here. Good night.
Just slump over on the rug in the living space in the
I walk
lounge.
around not knowing where to go to sleep.
I get up and I go to the primary that I've like taken over to like pack up some stuff and like get ready for sleep.
Okay.
I sit up a little bit. You should go sleep with her. Not like sex, just cuddle.
Tom just cuffs him.
Ah, what the fuck, man?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm already asleep.
Slumped over. Just snoring.
I look at the door, and then I look at the couch.
Release.
Are you serious?
Release.
Odd or even?
Odd.
Do it.
What is it?
Yeah, can you not tell about it?
Odd.
The dice have spoken.
I knock on the door,
They like,
and I peek my head in.
oh, is everything okay out there?
Can I lay in here with you? I don't think I've ever been this high before, and I'm a little, scared.
I like glance at the one bed and like my stuff kind of like spread all over, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Okay.
And I just start like scooping stuff into a bag to like clear off, like just make yourself comfortable.
She crawls on the bed and under the covers.
Okay.
Like a cocoon over the head.
I like.
I'm sorry.
So I just like will lay on the bed. Like if Vivian is under the covers in a cocoon, I'm just on top of the covers, just kind of like, okay, good night.
Aren't you cold?
There's a fire.
Not in the bed.
In the living room.
I know. Okay, fine. So I get in the covers. And I'm like, okay, good night.
Good night.
Tom's using Armand's shoes as backpacks in bed.
Wait, Tom's what?
Tom's using Armand's backpack as a bed.
Hell yes.
So it's just kind of kicked up, hooves crossed, just lays back on top of this massive cushy bag of tents and tarps and pelts and anything and
All the
everything you
things.
need for a family camping trip. And Armand is drooling on the floor.
I'm drooling
On the rug?
I like to think that I have like a dopey kind of like just blissed out like smile on my face while drooling, just like
Yeah.
The old cartoon character.
Yeah.
Dreaming of hibiscus.
Oh fuck yeah.
Cool. And that is where we will end tonight's episode, as you all find a restful night's sleep before you depart in the morning on your journey. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. Stay tuned next time for the next episode, and yeah. Farewell, friends.
Good night.
Bye. Oh, y'all join in on that one.
As your parents, I am so disappointed. All of you.
What are you talking about? My dad be fine with me.
I'll give you that.
Yolanda, Yolanda would
Daddy
smoking
was
control.
very big on the ganja.